Hello, everybody. Um, I don't know. We're just waiting for the broadcast to start here. Um, Not sure what's happening with that. Either the round is starting late, or I don't know. Maybe they forked up the broadcast again. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. We can wait here. We can wait around. Does anybody have, I don't know, anything to do? We have time. Hi, Freezy 224. How are you doing? Yeah, so also not logged into DLS Twitch today. So I can't change the stream title unless a helpful mod comes along and changes it for me. Maybe for these occasions I should make sure to be mod myself or something, but I really don't want to be generally. It's always chasing me around with that. So, what's everybody up to today? Is anyone even watching? 17 viewers, perfect. 17 viewers watching our Waiting for Broadcast Simulator. Just so we get this right, like, I didn't get the time wrong or anything, did I? It is supposed to be starting, or it is supposed to have started like 28 minutes ago. It does say 10 a.m. Irish time. I really hope they didn't mess up the broadcast. That would be sad because, oh, let me tell you, we have such good prep. I hope Laura plays into it. She's playing, Diana's playing against Laura. Diana's playing against Lara today, and yeah, so Lara plays the Catalan, and we have some nice things prepared, let me tell you this. So it would be a shame to deprive all of you of seeing it. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Hope she doesn't forget the prep either. But nah, I have faith. Also, a second thing that's like perhaps even more amazing is this little matchup right here. Tong Tong against Tong Tong against Stella, our two little students. Both of them doing well. Stella's actually on 2 points, which is pretty insane. Tong Tong also doing well. She lost the first game, but was very unfortunate. Then she actually got a bye because her opponent didn't show, and then yesterday she made a draw against Suzanne Barry, which is actually Suzanne was actually beating Lara for most of her game, and it's pretty cool that Tong Tong got a draw. She was even winning at one point, and she just didn't see a tactic, which is unfortunate, but still, really, really great performance by our two little ones. Yeah, and then Claire McCarrick is playing Alice. Alice, I don't know what to say to that. Like, she gets really lucky with bearings. That's all I can say. In these, like, Alice played in round 1. She played against this person here. I mean, okay, first round everybody got an easier opponent. Then second round, she played against Polly. I mean, Polly is not bad, but you know, Alice was just clear favorite, of course. But of course, everyone except Trisha and Deanna got relatively good pairings, and then she lost, and now she gets another great pairing. Gets another pair down. Like while Deanna and Lara are playing each other. So Alice getting pretty fortunate, collecting loads of points potentially without playing any of the top people. The way I was thinking the pairings are gonna work, I thought it would be Deanna against Claire, Lara against Stella, and Diana against Tong Tong or Suzanne. I guess Tong Tong because she's white, but I don't know why it didn't end up that way. I guess it just didn't. So now Lara and Diana are playing against each other again. Diana's always playing the top people outside of sync, basically in the second round, and in the third round she played someone easier when all the top people were playing each other. Which is kind of interesting. Hey, Mr. G. Mrug. How are you doing? Your money's on Diana to win. That's brilliant. My money's on Diana as well. Diana has some good prep today. But we aren't getting... Oh, okay, wait. We have a DGT board link. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this one. Yeah, we have some prep. We have some prep going in. Let's see if it comes on the board. Okay, wait. So they don't have the Lichess thing up yet, so we have to. But we did get the DGT link, so that's good. Let me just quickly fix that up for you. Okay. So unfortunately, we won't have any names, I guess, for the moment, because actually, okay, let me see if we can maybe include those as well. Not really too easily possible, unfortunately. I know this is better. We looks a bit awkward, but okay, we're just gonna have this until. Oh, this is not what Lara probably deviated or Diana deviated because of your prep. One of the two things. Let's see what happened. I don't think Luke's coming on. I think he chickened out. Okay, so Lara already changed the way she plays pretty well, quite a bit. This is a strange variation. Knight c3 first, and then she still goes into. Should she do? And Diana goes into the. Interesting. That's a bit frustrating. We had really nice prep, and now she completely changes it up with knight c3. She doesn't really do this. Sorry, I think my internet is playing up again. Sorry, everyone, my internet is being a little bit annoying. Okay, thank you, Loki Locked, for the sub. Yeah, so we had this is so frustrating. We had some really nice prep going. Yeah, exactly. Lara doesn't usually play into the Nimzo. Like usually Lara plays knight f3 here, and then the plan was d5, g3, bishop b4, and well, the rest is the rest shall remain secret. But that's odd. I've not seen any games where Lara played a Nimzo. I guess Diana didn't want. I don't know. Didn't want a Nimzo either, just to avoid prep or something. And well, now. Oh, now taking. I don't know about that so much. I don't like that so much, unfortunately. But okay. Yeah, I don't love that you took here. But okay. I mean, this is probably fine, I would imagine. Probably fine. Let's check if the Lichess broadcast is up. This would make things easier. No. Okay. So, Diana's also thought a lot. So she thought for a long time and then castled. And Lara thought a bit and played castle as well. Knight b7 and e4. Yeah, I mean this is it does look familiar, but also yeah, it's very annoying that this happened, because we had such nice things prepared, and Lara is usually very dependable on playing the same thing. And somehow against Diana, like Trisha played something she's never played before. Now Lara's playing this. Hey, bit annoying, this one, but okay. Doesn't look bad. Like, it looks fine. Just a chess game. I imagine neither of them knows this too well. But okay, let's look at some other boards. Actually, before we look at anything else, we have to look at Tong Tong against Stella, the main match of the day. The Blitz is on today. Great news for you. Okay, Tong Tong against Stella. Tong Tong going for the Alapin Sicilian. Oh, and Stella plays the same bad variation against the Alapin that she played a couple of days ago. I mean, I say bad, I just don't like it. Hello, I'm very new to the Irish chess scene, as I only played online before. Just wondering what is the difference between the Irish Championship and the 2 weekend events coming up. Well, the Irish Championship, is it a closed event? I'm not even sure. I mean, I'm not familiar with the Irish chess scene myself. But the weekenders, I think they're just different tournaments. Like, the weekender lasts a weekend. Like, both weekenders, they play over the weekend, and the Irish Championship goes on for like a whole week. And I'm not sure what the entry requirements are for the Irish Championship. I'm not sure if anybody can join, or if it's a closed event, or what the deal is, or if you need some sort of rating. But anyway, for sure, that's a longer tournament, and the I'm not gonna. I'm not in Ireland, so I'm not playing. No. I might play the German amateur championships. 1800 plus. Okay, yeah. So that makes sense. But anyway, yeah. So if you're new, the weekenders are probably good for you. And I mean, any OTB tournament is suitable for someone. I mean, any open OTB tournament is suitable for someone who has never played OTB before. It's fine. And some tournament has got to be your first, so might as well be one of those. Anyway, okay. Let's see. Tong Tong and Stella. Our main match here on the channel. No, obviously Diana's the main match. Okay, so far so normal. Okay, I don't know. I don't love this for black though. I prefer white. But I always have some ideas with rook c1 and rook d1 and d5. Okay, but she plays rook e1 instead. I'm not really sure about that one. Stella's thinking loads as well. I'm not sure who to like. I can't really root for anyone here. Oh yeah, the namings can be, I guess, a little bit strange. But the real Irish Championship is the longer one, like that's in the middle of the two weekenders. Anyway, I'm not sure who to like, what to do here. Like, I can't really cheer for either of them. I just love them both. So. Anyway, let's move on. Let's see what the top board is up to. Oh wow, they're playing slow. Or Joanna came late again. I guess not. So they're playing. What is that? Why did Joanna think for 25 minutes? Okay, I guess you guys can't see the times, but on d6, Joanna thought for. Oh no, not here. Never mind. She only thought for 2 minutes. But after e4, she thought on knight c6. She thought for 25 minutes, which is that's also strategy. Strategy. Oh, Loki left. We all miss Diana. We all miss her. Okay, so now Trisha's thinking. That's a long think. That's an unreasonably long think. Also, like, I appreciate this opening for Joanna. She's playing the Flamingo. The Flamingo opening, a personal favorite. But I'm not sure Knight's. I understand why she thought for a while. Like e3, e4 is a bit unusual. But I would have thought. I mean, I would have thought that that e5 is the move, personally, but maybe I'm wrong about this. What do you guys think? I think e5 would have been in the spirit of the Flamingo, and then we want her to play d5, and then we get like an improved King's Indian with the bishop out, basically. At least that's how I like to think of it. Maybe that's not particularly accurate, but when I cheer myself up about the opening, then that's the way I want to think about it. Anyway, this is pretty interesting. I like this. Oh, okay. So she played knight G to e2. Now, I mean, now you gotta play e5 sooner or later, though, right? Like that's the whole idea of e6 d6. So I expect e5, and then playing that general sort of style. E5, d5, knight e7, then maybe knight d7, f5 at some point. Interesting, yeah. I mean, maybe I have to play g6 as well. I don't know. To prepare, depending on what the position looks like. All right, so let's look at Alice against Claire. Today we actually, this is one thing about the GGT boards, we actually don't even have the option to look at like opening book or engine or all that stuff, even if we wanted to, because the Lichess broadcast is still not up. Okay, so let's see, Alice or Claire against Alice. Oh boy, nah. Okay, so Alice has been playing the Scandinavian, and well, she's already played it once this tournament. And if I'm white here, I think, okay, I look at her game, and I see she's played the Scandinavian, and then I look at anything in the Scandinavian, and I know not to do this. And then I stop analyzing. But this is not a good variation for white at all. I'm very pessimistic already for Claire's chances here. I think anytime you play the Scandi and anybody ever plays a move other than e takes d5, you're just skipping. You're happy as a, I don't know, just very happy. Oh, also, like, the pawn structure is looking a little bit holy. And not the good kind of holy, but like the bad kind. Yeah, I don't see this working out too well. It might sound a bit pessimistic, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, so Alice has kind of maneuvered her knights to a little bit of a weird spot, because now it can't move out of the way too easily to stop this knight from coming into e6. So it's a bit awkward, actually. Maybe she's gonna play knight c8 and knight b6, I don't know. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic now than I did a second ago. I don't think knight e7 is necessarily. But okay, I mean, maybe she can play knight c8, knight b6, and then she wants to come here anyway. I mean, if she plays here, I don't think this is too good just yet. I think it's a bit early, isn't it? Maybe she can even do it now, and then she's of course fine. But I thought you might get like, okay, she can. She thinks she can do it now. Fair. I don't know if that's. Like, I guess this is not really convincing for white, because if knight h4, you always have knight f4. Well, because yeah, I guess you can always do it, but I thought for some reason that it would be awkward. Like, or let's say knight g5. Do you want to play knight f4. Then you're going to be rid of your knight. So queen f3 takes 6, and then white side's going to come in. I don't know. Felt a touch early to me, but maybe not. Yeah, b5. Sure. That's true. But you can always come back this way as well. Yeah, I mean, that's true. It's true. She probably does have enough initiative. Let's see. Can we get the Lichess boards on? No. I think these are a bit awkward because you guys, for example, can't see the times as well. It's a bit annoying. Doesn't really look as good as it could. Also, we can't move the pieces for analysis, which is a bit frustrating. I wonder if I can get running PGMs or something. That's the thing. No, it's nothing. Sport down. I know, can't really do it, I guess. Anyway, okay, back to Diana's game. No, that's not Diana's game. Back to Diana's game. Let's see what happened. E4, A5, okay. Reasonable, probably. Queen E2, and knight to B6. Okay, so we are trying to hang on to the pawn for a little while longer, at least. Our development's looking a little bit awkward. Not gonna lie. It's kind of slightly hard to find too many moves here. Maybe queen to C7 or something like that. Okay, bishop D7 instead. Not really sure where it's going. From there. My Lichess is less C17. C5, sure. I mean, can't do it just yet, but eventually. Yeah, this is very much not not the position we would have wanted to get. It's a bit unfortunate because, like, when someone plays knight c3, they shouldn't really get into. They shouldn't really be allowed to get. They shouldn't really be allowed to get into. A Catalan so cleanly, in my opinion. I think he should be punished playing knight c3. I'm the opposite of a blitz merchant. I'm a slow merchant. Also, it's not that high. Lichess is just inflated. Lichess is just inflated. Okay, I don't know if... but anyway, I mean, last game against Trisha, she was completely cramped and pulled out, pulled out some good maneuvering and was completely winning before she lost some time trouble. But still, important point, she was doing well in these kind of close positions against Trisha. As in, like, she maneuvered better and got an advantage. Not the same type of position, of course, but you know, it's up to Lara to make something happen here. Scary thing is always like, can White ever play d5? I mean, right now it's like, you know, controlled 4 times, so probably not right now, but eventually it's an idea. And you have to be careful because like other things might start opening up alongside. You might, for example, play bishop g5 now and just trade that thing off, and then look to play d4, d4, d5, I mean. Yeah, and I mean, you're 11, you can, or 12 or whatever, you can be good at anything. Anyway, I want to see if it's the Lichess studies it. No, it's not. Frustrating. Okay. I guess we can look at some other games that are not our 4 interesting ones. Okay. Let's go back to this board. There's a correction. It says on the broadcast thingy, it says correction: White's player's name is Singal, not Singai. Okay. So Singal, not a Singai. That's funny. Singal, not Singai. Okay, so f4. Interesting. Okay. What is this? What can't we just, like, you know? Isn't this like a what we call a puzzle rush tactic? Is this what we call a puzzle rush tactic? What? Hello? I mean, you're gonna win a pawn here if you don't move the knight, no? Am I hallucinating? Aren't you gonna win this pawn? Oh no, you're not. Well, you are. You are winning the pawn. It's protected. Just take here. I mean, your pawn structure is going to be a little bit messed up, but you can just go queenside. I don't know. It seems like you're winning pawn to me. Maybe not. But aren't you in time to play rook g8 and f5? I mean, like for now, the square is controlled. Like f1 is controlled by the bishop, right? If you take, it's a bit annoying that we can't like move the pieces. But let's say bishop takes b5, e takes f6, g takes f6. Can't play rook f1 because the bishop's there. Don't really want to play c4 because that's gonna lose another thing. So if you want to put something on f1, you would have to close up the thing first, or you can play queen f3, I suppose. But then you can just protect it again, I would think. I don't know. Luke, come in, please. Come on. Come on. Hello, Luke, by the way. Hello. How are you doing? It's a bit annoying because we don't have the Lichess thingy. The Lichess broadcast isn't working, apparently, so we have to use this thing where we can't move the pieces or anything, which is a bit frustrating. But what can you do? So, some interesting games, you say. Anyway, let's see how this went. Oh, this knight. This knight looks a bit lost there. Can't we play something like h4? Where's the knight going? This has been a really a theme of this tournament. But isn't this knight trapped? Am I missing something? I mean, yeah, I think this was another missed thing. Still there. Still hanging out. Okay, now we traded off with the knight. Oh. Okay, we don't. Okay, anyway, it looked like h4 was winning a piece there for a couple of moves. I did not see Polly's game. Let me look at Polly's game. Also, Luke, can you tell me how to pronounce the name of her opponent? I am unsure of how to pronounce that name. Anyway, okay, let's go back. Let's see, Polly. What is that? Bishop e2. Okay. Oh wait, the game's over already. What you? Wait, what happened? Okay. Bishop. Oh, bishop e2 and f4. What is happening here? Bevin. Okay, Bevin. I don't see how you get Bevin out of this arrangement of letters, but okay, sure. I don't understand why you wouldn't play bishop c4 at least. Why would you put it on e2 and then play d3? That seems a bit strange, but okay. f4. Like, why? You could have just had your bishop. Can you actually see my mouse, by the way? Let me see. And now you can. If I click on it, you can see. Okay, now you can see my mouse, but so well, I don't see why you wouldn't want your bishop here instead. Or you could play a Grand Prix where you get rid of the bishop altogether in exchange for this knight. But okay. It's basically a Grand Prix without getting rid of the bishop, without getting rid of the bad bishop. Like she's playing the same kind of moves, like queen e1, f4, king h1. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's all planned out. Oh. Oh, no. What? Oh, danger. Oh no, what happened there? Tragedy strikes Polly. Palamundo. Tragedy strikes early. Nash Junis, she won some prize and John Cassidy butchered her name when she called out. That's funny. Oh, Bev? Just Bev, okay. That makes sense. That makes more sense to me. Bev, sure. Although you could just, but okay. Bedhub is Beth. Bev. Makes sense to me. Okay, well, Bev won quite quickly. A very unfortunate game for Polly there. Got, I don't know. Bev and Nev. Bev and Nev, that's cute. Bev and Nev. How old are they, Bev and Nev? Probably quite young. But that's a bit of an unfortunate. I mean, I don't know, Polly. That was a bit weird. She still had 1 hour and 25 minutes left when she got checkmated. Interesting. Because Sedhub is pronounced Sieve. Okay. Sieve. Fine. Okay. And let's look at the last game. Okay. It's like what is this? It's the thing. 4 knights with Scotch. I don't know. Or 3 knights Scotch. I don't know what the hell this is. Is this a normal Scotch? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know openings. Especially not E4 openings. Looks like pure chaos to me, at least. I suppose. Okay. White doesn't want to help white develop. Nev wants to do some dirty things to black here. Eventually takes and well, this would have, well, no, that wouldn't have been a trick either. So queen d3. Okay, so we are down a pawn, and we're also let's say not really ahead in development, at least. Like, what if we play bishop f5? Aren't we already like in a lot of trouble here with white? Yeah, I think this. Oh wait, hold on. This game says it's over as well. Something showing wrong result. 0-1 early in the game. I'm confused. So is this the wrong result or the right result? Like, is it 0-1? I'm confused. Anyway, not our main concern. Let's go back to Diana's game. Let's go back to Diana. This is the best chess I've seen all day. I'm sure it is. Okay, so oh, Diana's thinking hard. Okay, so Lara thought for a while and then played bishop e3. Interesting. Interesting. And then Diana has been thinking for 10 minutes. Okay, so this does reveal an attack on the knight, but it is defended by the queen, so it's not like an immediately super tactical threat. Yeah, trying to play d5, sure, but can we actually play d5 on the next move? So if it was white's move right now, can we play d5? Maybe we can. Maybe we can. Well, I mean, usually I would have expected, personally, I would have expected for the plan to be like knight to e5 and then take the pawn first and then say like, okay, we can trade this knight that's blocking in my bishop for your knight that's protecting a pawn. That would have been my... Why would you... I don't know what that means. Luke, explain yourself. Why would you cheat? Why would I sneeze? Yeah, d5 does look strong. That's true. It's true, it's true. But for some reason, I feel like it shouldn't be that strong. Shouldn't be. I feel like we deserve more preparatory moves. I don't know. I don't really like that we played bishop d7. I'm not a friend of that move. Anyway, okay, so what will black play? d5, and then what? I mean, to prevent t5, what can we do? Well, one thing we could do is we could... How bad is it to just open everything up? Like, what if we just invite trades and open things up? Let's say we play knight to g4. c5, you still want c5, but... What do you mean c5? You actually want to play that? I don't understand. You're gonna have to explain that one to me. It's too fancy. Like, we take it and we're attacking the knight, and we're opening up our d file. What's the idea? And then 95 is still coming. And then your b7 pawn's weak. Want to open the play? Well, okay. Isn't white going to open the play for us anyway? So do we need that? So what if we play knight to g4? Then let's say d5. I don't know if that's good at all, but like that's clearly white's plan eventually. And then we take, and then the queen takes. I guess that renews the problem of the knight. So actually that doesn't really solve that doesn't do what I wanted it to do. You can take with the queen, and then you're again having this annoying thing. But actually though, hold on. d5, how big of a threat is it? Because after d5, what's your actual threat though? Because like if you ever take on either square, I'll just take with the bishop and I'll be happy. What's the next thing? Are you gonna play e6? Are you gonna play d6? That's the only thing we have to worry about. So can we play against that somehow? I mean, sure, d6, but can we actually fully support it? Maybe we can. Maybe we can. I was thinking, well, win a piece for now, but we gotta move as black. So we gotta move first. Okay, so knight g4. It is what you played. And d5, is it a thing? I really, yeah, I don't really feel like calculating so much without, like, it's very annoying. There we go, it's live. Oh, thank goodness. We can move the pieces in a second. Praise be. 1 second, I just need to set it up real quick. Let me see, 1 moment. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oops, what was that? Okay, there we go. That's much better for sure. Okay, so finally, we are back in business. Let's see for a second. Okay, let's see. Okay, Trisha against Think. Okay, first we want to go to Diana's game again because there was a move there, I think. No, there wasn't. No, there was not. No, there was not. Okay, so finally we can play. But I don't think d5 works. Is it working? I'm just gonna say no. Can we take here first? And then we take here, and then... It feels like we're not ready for it. We didn't do enough work. We need more work as a Catalan player to be allowed to play this. Okay. I guess we have to take it. Like, I don't think we can necessarily... Okay, what if we play this though? Let's say. What if we play this? Now, d6, I mean, you have your pawn, but I play f6, and then I'm going to play e5, and then you have your pawn there, but are you really happy about it? I don't think so. So maybe not that. Okay, maybe you can play e5 right now. I don't know. And then... Well, who knows, but this is certainly not so clear. I mean, if you take it... I mean, I think this looks good for... Or, I mean, better for black, anyway. I would see. Hey, Smernster. No, Diana, no. I mean, Diana's here, on screen. Live and in color. Well, actually not live and not in color, but... I mean, it is live, but it's not her. Anyway, this would be okay, I think. But this is not happening. So I hate Lichess in that way, because you always need to click back. Okay, so she quickly played bishop f4 now. Okay, so maybe now we can play your c5 move. Now we can maybe play your c5 move, Mr. G. How about it? I mean, she probably won't take, so let's say she plays d5. Now, but actually, I still don't think we should maybe help them open the position that much. Seems a bit cooperative, a touch too cooperative, maybe. So what can we do instead? Oh, f5. Okay, I like it. Let's go f5. Sure. Sure. Oh, I like that. Diana playing quickly and playing f5. That's the kind of Diana we like. Well, actually, we like all kinds, but this is what we like to see from Diana. Okay, this is good, because now you're going to have to make a decision as white. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? I don't know where you're going to go. Our bishop looks really extremely silly for now, but that could change at a moment's notice. And also, I think Lara's probably going to go into a bit of a think here, I would imagine. I like that move. You're going to have to do something about this pawn. I mean, you could try to take the knight away first, but you can always take it intermediately, maybe. I mean, what if you try this? Can you take here? Maybe our knight gets a bit too active. Maybe we don't want that. We definitely don't want to trade our Dark Sphere Bishop for that knight. That's for sure. Unless we can get e5 in, which I think we can. Maybe we at some point sack a pawn for it. But with our diagonal so open, probably not a good idea. Anyway, so this is maybe not the way. So h3, maybe we go back right away. Oh my goodness, my internet is really struggling again. Sorry everyone, like the pieces, it's basically like I'm making a pre-move, but it won't do anything. I hope you guys can still hear me, okay. Okay, let's try to click to another game. No, unfortunately, my laptop is crashing down. Okay, there we go, it moved, something moved. Something moved, okay, I mean now we're in a different game. Fine, let's look at a different game. Lara's probably gonna think for a while anyway. So Trisha is hunting down this bishop. Let's see what happened in this game. Let's see. This was the Flamingo, and she did play e5, as we thought she would. Rerouted her knight. I'm not sure knight g6 is a move that makes sense to me, because we want to keep our options open to like push our pawns. I don't think we necessarily want to rush with closing up or walling in that g pawn. And also this knight supports f5 on this square. So we maybe something more to the point would be knight h5. And then I know what you do. I know. Let's just make a bit of a random move. Can we play f5? I think it's a possibility. This bishop's eventually going to trade itself off. But if you take it, you're pretty happy as black, I would say. Now you're activating your pieces. Everything is coming in. Looking hot. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. It is very hot in Germany right now. What can I say? Hey, Dark Poison. How are you doing? Okay, interesting game, but let's move on to Alice against Claire. Oh yeah, this was the tragedy of a Scandinavian. I can only tell you, if you guys play against the Scandi, do not play anything except taking the pawn. Just take the pawn. Take the pawn. The Scandi isn't that good. Take the pawn. Black's already better after, like, not taking. Well, maybe not just after not taking, but like after this for sure. Now let's see. Gets her knight into d5. We were thinking maybe moving the knight away for a second, and either knight h4 or knight g5. Knight h4 maybe better. With this for castle. Interesting. Oof, everything's coming in. Okay, queen e1 also not cleanest move because it allows another tempo. And the next knight comes in, and ooh, man. Oh man, this is rough. I did confront Tong Tong, who had a stern talking to. No, she I gave it to her as a puzzle, and she solved it quite quickly. Okay, so Diana's game. This is Diana's game. We had some really nice opening prep, Dark Poison. We had such nice opening prep because Lara always plays the same stuff. She always plays Knight of 3, and then this kind of Catalan. But now, no. Today she was like, no, let's play Knight C3 instead. And Diana was like, I don't know. I don't have an opening repertoire as black, so I'm just gonna play kind of what we prepped, just in a different move order. But that's not exactly how it works, unfortunately. But this is all right, it's fine. It's so weird that she plays Knight C3. Like, I don't know. But Diana didn't want to go for like a Nimzo or something too crazy. Well, that's not crazy, but let's say she didn't, I guess, want to walk into Lara's prep. I don't know exactly what Lara prepped. It's very hard to prep for Diana because she always plays different stuff. Like, she basically plays like a different opening every game. Except the Collie. She always plays the Collie. But anyway, we went for this triangle setup. This triangle setup is much better once you forced this move. So in that way, this move order has an advantage because bishop to b4 is not an option. And bishop b4 check is not an option. Of course, bishop b4 is still a move, but it's not the same kind of opening. Anyway, okay, here she took, which is fine. I personally prefer not to take here, but I mean, it's not, you wouldn't really call it a Slav so much. I mean, this is, I mean, if anything, it would be a Queen's Gambit declined. Like, it transitions into a Queen's Gambit declined, and then, like, the Fianchetto variation, or I don't know what you would call it, like, technically. But okay, so far so good. And now here, I think you can play c5 in some of these moments. She didn't do it. She played somewhat passively. Still already a thing. And now e4, early e4 by Lara. You can play all sorts of moves here. Not really sure I love what she did so much, but a5 is definitely a reasonable move. Now, knight to b6 less so, I think. Knight to b6 less of a move. It's just a little bit loose there, It's feels a bit strange. It's only doing really one. I mean, it is protecting the pawn, but your pawn is really not your main concern. Like, you're not trying to be up a pawn too much. Hey, Einsteiny, how's it going? And now again, like bishop d7. I don't like that move. I think that's actually, yeah, I don't think that's very accurate. I think it looks a bit awkward on d7. Maybe you want to untangle first, something like this or something. Okay, that's good. I'm good as well. Because actually, if you play bishop b4, this also undermines white's chances of playing d5 because you can snap it off. And then it loses support. And also, the threat of d6 is then not a thing anymore. So this is also another thing that, like, just generally, in these Catalan kind of structures, this is not strictly speaking a Catalan, but it's the same sort of theme with the bishop on g2. The point is that it is often good on that square to force some bad move by white that sort of interferes with their development, or in order to simply snap off the knight to undermine that d5 break. But okay, so Diana played knight g4, and then Lara was like, oh, bishop f4, and Diana blitzed out. I think blitzed out, pretty much blitzed. Oh, not blitzed out. Okay, she thought for like 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes. My throat is actually a bit like you might hear my voice is a bit strange, but otherwise I'm good. Anyway, so this is interesting. Now Lara's gonna have a bit of a think. This is not an easy position to navigate for sure. You have loads of options. You could like push, although that looks silly. You could take, like also slightly silly. You could play h3. It looks more reasonable. You could just ignore it completely. Because I guess black doesn't really want to take. You could like move your rook somewhere. The thing is, like, this is still a thing, so this knight can actually move to reveal an attack here. It's a very fragile position. You know, that's what I would call it. Like, this knight's a bit weird. Some of white's pieces are slightly awkward as well. Bishop on f4 is not always too good there either. Thank you for the follow, Youth for Life. Youth. Eternal youth. What a dream. Actually, maybe not. Okay. Anyway, this is interesting. Lara's she's already been thinking for 13 minutes. Let's leave her to think for a little bit longer. I hope she thinks for a long time. We like Diana being up on time because Diana's not often up on time. She really isn't. But Lara, I think she has been known to tank quite a bit as well. So maybe we can have a chance on that. Yeah, I really like f5 because it's not easy to suggest another move for black. Like, I was thinking c5, but I mean, you know, it's all a bit ugh. But f5 looks very interesting to me. It definitely opens up some stuff, and yeah, it undermines control of the square, which is very important because one of white's main plans was d5, and now this is going to be hard to pull off. Although Lara has been known, yesterday for example, she made a very ambitious but very poor move and almost lost against a very much lower rated opponent. She should have definitely lost that game. She was completely lost multiple times. It's a very awkward middle game, I agree. Like, this position doesn't really make any sense from, like, I don't know. Like, this looks weird. Like, everything just looks strange. Like, this pawn configuration looks strange. This configuration looks strange. This knight looks strange. Lots of strange things happening. But very interesting. Very, very interesting. And we hope the complications will favor Diana. Okay, anyway, let's look at our lovely, lovely, lovely students. Oh no, Stella! Stella looks like she's winning. Poor Tong Tong. I'm gonna have them I'm gonna have a class with them later, and I hope there's no bad blood. I was kind of hoping they'd make a draw, you know, like a quick little draw for the girls. Good opening from Tong Tong, really. I mean, I think Stella is not playing against the Alpin very well. Looks just much better. It's basically just, you can just see, like, basically white has an extra rank. That's, yeah, and black. Oh, white's also just a tiny bit ahead on development. Okay, a4 is a bit odd. I guess we're grabbing more space. Sorry. I guess we're grabbing more space. Maybe preventing bishop b5, but I'm not sure if that was really an idea anyway. Okay. Okay, here we left it. I mean, yeah. Some violence was looking interesting. d5, also maybe rook c1. Okay, we move both rooks to the center. I mean, this is like this is such a kid's game, you know. Look at the development, like symmetrical, but like shifted one rank upwards for white. It's kind of interesting, but I mean, of course, white should be completely winning here. I would imagine this is not a good setup for black when white just has so much more space. I don't know. Things should be happening, I imagine. Oh, she did play d5. Oh, well done, Tong Tong. And there she goes and wins an exchange. And then what happens? Because she was losing. I saw this. Okay, she allowed scary checks. I mean, f4, sorry. f4 is a bit of a... I mean, feeling spicy there, Tong Tong. Feeling spicy. For sure. Not sure what f4 was about. You can just chill. Just chill, you know? Just chill. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not strictly necessary. But okay. King went to h1 after the check. And then we're... Oh no. Did we miss the threats? Did we miss the threats? Are we gonna see smothered mates or something? Okay, we didn't miss the threats completely, at least. Oh no! No, Tong Tong! You just put your rook there. You have to take it. You know you have to take it. I mean, sure, if you take it, then you lose a piece, but I think we're not at that level from Stella and Tong Tong. I mean, Tong Tong, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because you put a rook there, which to me suggested that you know that you have to take this. You know you have to take it. Also, you had so much time. Tong Tong, 1 hour and 26 minutes. And we forgot how the pieces move. Oh. Oh boy. And now, oh no, Tong Tong's on tilt. Tong Tong's on tilt. You can't even take the knight. I mean, you could, I guess, but you're like probably getting scrambled somehow. I don't know. It doesn't look so appetizing. You get checkmated is my question. Maybe just take... I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look good, that's for sure. Nope, we got the knight back. Okay, repetition, come on girls. Peaceful results. Oh no. Oh no, mate is coming. Oh? Oh? Counterplay? No, that's a knight. Ah, man. What a shame. I was really hoping for a draw between my lovely students, but no. Our lovely students. I hope they're gonna be okay. It can hurt friendships. They're really close friends as well. It can hurt friendships, this type of thing. Hope it isn't. Okay, anyway, Joanna against Trish. No, Joanna, that's not right. What is that? You can't keep your bishop. That's not allowed. You have to take it. any good Flamingo player knows that you need to get rid of your dark square bishop. Any old Flamingo player can tell you that this is not a thing. Also, apart from everything else, aren't you just gonna get kicked around? Like, aren't you gonna give up a lot of space and then you're gonna have to give up the bishop anyway? I don't know. I think that's a pretty big mistake. Bishop to c5 doesn't seem right to me. Okay, b4 was played. Knight a4 was played, so now you're gonna give the bishop anyway. You get an open file, sure, but you lost a lot of space. I don't think that was such a good thing. Also, like, once the knight takes, it's not really great on c3. It's not really doing that much there. Like, this knight is better than this knight, I would argue. Okay, so, and also, hold on a minute. Why didn't we play c5? Isn't that a thing as well? What if we play c5? Like, doesn't this look even more appealing? Like, look at these pawns. Very nice. Hey, Schachmatt gesetzt. We're good over here. Diana's competing. By the way, if we have any mods in here that could change the title of the stream to round 4, because it's round 4, not round 3, that would be greatly appreciated. I unfortunately closed the window where I was, or rather my laptop shut down, so the window where I was logged into Diana's Twitch got closed. Mod check, people say in these situations, don't they? Anyway, I think this looked much better. Like, you have this great pawn center. The bishop's still not useful. I mean, your knight's a little bit offsides, but I think we can live with that. Anyway, that's not how the game went. This is how the game went, and this is the current position. Trish is thinking. Okay, let's leave her to it. Alice against Claire. I'm afraid this is not going so well for Claire. Looks a bit, looks a bit dodge. Looks dodge. This is also such a weird position. I think, like, have you ever seen a Scandinavian that didn't have a single piece or pawn traded off or captured by move 19? So move 19, every single thing is still on the board. It's not for lack of opportunities to capture either. And also, Alice, I mean, you have to be a little bit careful. Like, your knights are ever so slightly loose on these squares. Like, I don't know. You can definitely mess this up. So she's taking quite some time to think about it. Potential 9 queens for both sides. Crazy. Well, actually, I guess 9 queens for both sides isn't possible, is it? That's not how chess works. What's the maximum number of queens possible on a board? I would imagine... Well, actually, it is possible. It is, because they can all go through the same hole, probably. So probably you can make it happen if you sacrifice all your pieces to make the pawns go through the holes. Also, if you count subsequent queens, then it's probably easier as well, because then the pawns can promote and move out of the way. So actually, it's definitely possible. Thank you, Einstein. It's definitely possible to have all the pawns turned into queens if both players cooperate. Imagine you, like, pre-arrange a game, where you're going to promote all your pawns to queens, both sides. And then you keep going to the arbiter, and it's like, we need an extra queen, 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 we need an extra queen. And then we need an extra queen, 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 we need an extra queen. So you can ask quite a few times. Anyway, back to Lara against Diana. Oh, okay, g5 has been played. We like to see that. Let's see it, let's see it. Okay, knight to d2. All right, and that doesn't seem to be... What is the point of that move? So we considered a bunch of moves. Maybe we thought h3 or knight e5, but knight d2, that seems a bit strange, a bit odd, a bit queer. And now the pawns are rolling. Okay, how long did Diana think about this? 7 minutes. Okay, so, okay, really not that many choices for Lara here, I don't think. You can play bishop e3. You might get hit by f4, but maybe not. You might get hit by knight takes e3 though, and then f4, because the queen can't really take, and then oof, this is perfect. This is what we like to see. I'm getting amped up. Good stuff. I think this looks very scary for Lara. I would hate to be white here. I heard some blinging thing, but I don't know. I can't see like an alert. So thank you whoever did what they did to make the blinging sound come on. I'm sorry, I don't know what it was that you did. Maybe you can share it in chat or something. I can't see it yet. Maybe it was a follow. Oh yeah, there you go, follow. Thank you, Roman, I don't know, for the follow. We are actually we should be close to 5,900, I think. 5,892. Weren't we at 5,892 yesterday? Who have you unfollowed? Was I doing such a bad job commentating? I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's see. So we have a couple of choices here. Actually, do we have a couple of choices? What else are we going to play? Are we going to play anything but bishop e3? Bishop e5 we could play, I guess, but that doesn't look right. I mean, look at this. This pawn structure is ugly. Ugly. And then we're going to get hit by f4 anyway. The only thing that black has to regret at this point is the bishop on d7, which is less than purdy. But okay, we can go here and here and here maybe, and then it has a purpose. But maybe that's too slow, and maybe we should be focusing on the kingside attack. Hey, Waterford Wizard! Yes, the game is still going. Diana just uncorked. Well, actually, I mean, more like Lara played into it, but she played knight to d2. Bit of a puzzling move. I don't know if she was like, oh, let's go for the pawn, which would be a very, very strange misevaluation of what is going on in this position. Because like this pawn is really not what it's about here. This pawn is very, very irrelevant. But okay, g5 was played, and this was not played. Lara is still thinking. So Lara is thinking, we were thinking maybe likely it would be bishop e3, and then we can either, so we have a couple of options here, like we can take it, we can also like go full out attack. My laptop is lagging. My laptop is lagging, okay. So we can either take, or we can play something like, we could move our king over and then like prepare for some violence. No, but I imagine taking makes most sense. And then, I mean, if queen takes, we can seriously consider f4. And then, I mean, this looks very, very, very scary for white. Very scary. I wouldn't like to be white in this position. Like, where do you put your queen? You're gonna have to put it on e2 or e1. I guess e2 makes... Well, e2 you can get hit by this, but it's protected plenty of times. So maybe e2 is better because it's more active. And... I mean, now you can just probably leave the pawns like they are. I mean, now you're gonna have to think about white's plans again, unfortunately. Just that calm has gone down. That's weird. But anyway, now white's plans, are sort of back on the table. D5 ideas and all that sort of stuff. We're gonna maybe trade knights. That wouldn't be bad for black though. That's for sure. So we want to maybe, I don't know, play some useful move. But what is a useful move? Bishop e8, let's say. Okay, let's play bishop e8. Hope we don't get hit by e5 immediately, but I don't think we are. Are we? No, because now it's actually not. The knight's in the way, so d6 isn't a threat. But our pawn's hanging. But do we care? I don't think we care. It's actually great to have a white pawn there, covering the diagonal. Perfect. I don't know. Queen c7 maybe. Queen c7 maybe. And let's say she takes it. I mean, our plan is to attack on the king side. So we can load up maybe. Threaten this, and now the f pawn can take. So we would have this after. Actually, how about this? If this is such a good move, maybe. Oh no, never mind. Our queen's not there yet. But okay, bishop c5 is maybe also a move immediately just to force h takes, and then we still have a target on f2. The current position is this one, and Lara has been thinking for about 10 minutes, which we like to see. That we like to see Lara stewing in her position. Looks very uncomfortable. I wish we had like live cams, you know. Diana enthusiastically banging out g5, exactly her kind of move, whether it's good or not. I think it is good, by the way. Here, it definitely looks good. Also, let's quickly go back to Stella against Tong Tong. I'm so sad that they didn't make a draw. Well, I mean, that they don't look like they will be making a draw. Tong Tong, unfortunately, she was much better at some point, probably, and then, I mean, definitely, like around here, she won an exchange and all that, and then she sort of allowed counterplay along the diagonal. Knight got in. She tried to defend it. Yeah, but unfortunately, I don't know, like she played rook d2, defended it kind of, but then I guess she forgot that forgot that this is a discover check or something. I guess maybe the only reason she played it was to defend against the mate, because here now, if knight h3, you can play. Well, I mean, you can play this now, and then it's not going to be checkmate. Like if you try to smother mate now, you're going to be like, oh shit, the square's protected. So that does defend against the smother mate, but you had to still give up the rook. She didn't do it, and she lost the bishop and the rook as well. Greed never pays off, folks. And yeah, and she got chased around a little bit. Got a little bit of counterplay going, you know, with her 2 pawns. What? What do you mean, Luke? What do you mean it looks grim? It looks great. How does this look grim? What's the problem? I don't see the problem. I mean, I have some problems, but like, I don't think white's better here. At least not a lot, practically. I don't know. Does it look grim? Looks fine to me. As soon as the g-pawn starts rolling, it looks fine. Like, can't you, like, bishop e3 takes, and then you just take on f5. Okay. Haha. No, wait, does this work? No, it doesn't. Can I take with the rook? Oh no, my knight's hanging. Oops, I forgot. Okay, then we sacrifice. I've made a decision to sacrifice. Looks fine. Looks fine, Luke. Fine. Doesn't it? What else are they gonna do? Looks fine to me. I hope she sees tactics. Tacticos. She definitely has plenty of time to think about it. Losing. Luke. Even this is surely not losing. Oh, maybe it is. But even this is surely not losing. Is it? What if you play here? No, this is check, yeah. This is a bit unfortunate. I kind of missed that it was check. Is it losing? It's a pawn. Whatever. I mean, nah. But actually, like, doesn't knight f2 work? No, Shrina. What is this? Knight takes f2. Chug-a-boom. Chug-a-boom. Like the song. Yeah, no. Like, I don't know. Can't do that. Spin. Can't defend it. It's thingied. Like this, maybe? But it doesn't really help. Like, you're still gonna be bent. Oh my god, my computer's so slow. Feels like it shouldn't work. Okay, then show me, Lou. Show me so. Okay, I'm gonna play this. I don't know. Nah, can't do that. It's not a thing. It's not a thing, Luke. It's not a thing. Like, you still have a piece hanging as well. Ah, Sugarino. I can't move anything. Now we finally got the Lichess board, but like my computer is just not cooperating. Must have better than Queen takes f2. Well, out with it, Luke. Out with it. Oops, no, not this. Okay, so what's better than Queen f2? King f2. Even worse, surely. Even worse. You don't have anything here, so I don't know. Thank God for our brilliant bishop. Thank God for him. Actually, even without it, was really fine. Lara looks to be in trouble clockwise potentially. I think it's a bit early to say that, but if you're down on the clock against Diana, that's always trouble. Maybe that's true, because I think the clock is one of your key allies against. I can't speak today for some reason. It's one of your key allies against Diana usually. What did he say, Donalicious? What did he say? What do you mean blaming it on his computer? Hi. Hello. That's a good way to say hi. I always appreciate Rapport content. Best player in the universe. In my opinion. It's so fun. I love Rapport. Also, his interviews are just excellent. He's always like, oh, I'm basically a patzer, I'm gonna lose every game. Oh, actually, I'm so surprised that I won anything. It's actually shocking to me. That's quite funny. Also, like, oh, I guess so. I guess I have the candidates coming up. I kind of like, no, I planned a bunch of tournaments, so I had commitments, and I don't have a team. I don't have a second. I just do it all on my own. Whatever. Can't afford it. Hungarian Federation doesn't help. Let's see if I can win a game. Let's see if I can't lose every game. It's quite funny. Mr. Ritchie. His computer told him the line he played was good. Wait, but was the line he played good? And then it was, or do you mean after the repetition? Or what? Like he was better after the opening, he was. Like the thing is, like Nepo was in opening prep the whole time. Rook f1. Rook f1. Rook f1. Okay. But what's complicated about it? I'll take. What are the complications? You want to check me or what? Check me? I don't know what you want to do. I mean, for now you can't check me actually, because there's a knight there. I just didn't quite see that. What's your next move, Luke? Ha! See, there you go. There you go, Takata. Waterford Wizard giving us engine approval. Engine approval. Take on e6. Oh my goodness, it's so laggy. Okay, we take on e6. Sure. Grand, sure. I guess we can do that now. Sure, okay. That's a good point. Okay, I'm gonna play. We can also save our knight somehow, maybe. No, I guess c5 thing. Maybe not. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Ah, it's so laggy. I hope you can see it. I can't really do anything. So, what do we think about this? Can we do anything? Nah, maybe not. You don't need to take on d7, okay. What else are you gonna do? I mean, it's a mess, that's for sure. You can take here, I guess. Okay, no, I'll dodge. It's kind of hanging as well. So here, here, boom, chug-a-boom. Looks good to me. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on, Luke. I don't know. Let's see if they made any moves. Let's clear all that. Oh, she made a move. Oh, bishop e5 she played. Brilliant. Brilliant. That's certainly not scary. No way. No way this is good. No way this is good. Okay, lovely. Let's see. F4, we must play, right? F4. Keep going. I mean, I don't know anything about this last position we had, Luke. I couldn't tell you how to evaluate that. That's a bit too crazy. Okay, F4, right? What else? Bishop c5. It's an idea. Nah, but maybe queen comes in. It's a bit annoying. Queen somewhere. Queen e8, maybe. Queen c7. Queen c7. Okay, that's an idea. So maybe we're going to take the pawn eventually. Do we take it? It's a bit annoying that we still have this pawn weakness. And also it's kind of pinned, so oops. This is a bit annoying as well. You mean for the attack after f4? But I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be an attack. We can just leave it there. And the main point is like this bishop is like stuck there now, and these pawns look a bit silly. I think it's less of an attack with f4 than, or are you talking about something else? It's more like a positional thing, in my mind at least. I have so much anxiety when Yana's playing. So much anxiety. We had really good prep, Luke. We had like some really good prep, and then Lara, for the first time in her lovely life, played knight c3 instead of knight f3, and I'm like, come on, Lara, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? And then we ended in this mess. But nice mess, good mess, positive mess. It's a positive mess down here. Anyway, let's look at some. Oh, actually, I want to see the Alice game. Alice was objectively probably crushing, but also this position looks a little bit mad too. Let's go a couple moves back, maybe. I'm sorry about this lag, by the way. I don't know what's causing it. Okay, wait, so we had... There's still everything on the board. Yeah, everything's still on the board. This is a bit silly. Okay, so we played h4. I'm not sure if that was strictly necessary. Could have taken, well, maybe it was necessary. Could have taken the knight though. Anyway, now Alice goes for this weird pin, like the queen is pinning, pinning the knight against the bishop, which is kind of interesting because it would be checkmate. Looks a bit uncomfortable still for white. I don't know. Not gonna lie, looks a bit bad. Okay, so she took it on f4. So first piece captured in a Scandinavian. I think this might be some kind of record. Scandinavian first piece capture or pawn capture on move 22, which is a little bit insane. Okay, so Alice is gonna take it, and I would not like to be white here. Let's just say that. Maybe rook g1. Wait, that doesn't actually help too much, does it? We're still pinned. Oh, but it's fine. This is a fine pin, maybe. Is it? Are we gonna get eternally pinned here as well? No, we can play here. Okay, so maybe this is okay. But it looks so bad. Rook g1, what does white do instead? Black do instead. Black must have something much better. But it's not, you know, it's not so trivial for white either. But like, for black either. But white's pieces have really nowhere to go, unfortunately. It's a bit of a sad situation. I feel like you're making your position just worse if you're not going for an attack. But like, we have, I don't know, in the Alice game we have plenty of pieces to develop and stuff. We have like things to do. This knight is a bit out of play. This bishop can be brought into a better position. She should just definitely play, like she's been thinking. But she should be playing. Playing. That's what I always say. Play the moves won't play themselves. Anyway, let's look at Trisha against Joanna. The flamingo is losing feathers. I don't know about... I think this whole thing with not taking on c3 was pretty costly. I think when you play the setup, I think you definitely have to get rid of the bishop as soon as it's attacked. Can't waste any moves on that bishop. So a3 you should definitely snap off, I think. And then, you know, we'll still do some stuff. What stuff? Now, that's a difficult question. f5. It's always my plan in this position. I don't know. Anyway, we got kicked around a little bit. I think Trisha actually missed a chance to play c5 here because, I mean, it doesn't win a piece, but like the pawn structure looks Very nice. In comparison to what we have in the game. Okay, Joanna trying to go for some counter play. Sending Trisha negative thoughts. Oh wow, someone we're mad that you won yesterday. I don't know, Joanna, Trisha. Doesn't really matter so much, does it? Okay, Queen C2. Last move. Interesting. Interesting. So we're connecting our rooks. I would have maybe... maybe we're supporting C5. Yeah, send all of them to Lara. Don't spare any on Trisha. Trisha doesn't need your bad thoughts. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. Okay. Alice hasn't made a move. Let's look at Tong Tong and Stella. Still going for some reason. Wait, what happened? What is happening? What is happening here? Why is this game not over? Tong Tong holding strong. What is happening? So, some would say that you can just take this knight. Am I crazy? Or you can probably even take with the queen, but I mean, take like this for one thing. But okay, didn't do that. Was afraid of the... Oh no, she did take with the queen. Wait, she did take with the queen, and then she didn't find mate. She didn't play queen takes g2, which is a bit odd. An oddball kind of move, chasing her away from... I mean, if you just, this must be mate very soon. I mean, here... Oh, that's not really the move. Yeah, like this, for example. But like this must really be mate anyway, and she played queen g6 instead. And then she wanted to trade off queens, but oh, she forgot that we could make a second queen, and then she didn't. Oh my goodness. Stella Lee. Oh boy. Oh girl. What you doing there, buddy? What you doing there? Okay. Interesting. By interesting, I mean, at least she didn't take on d8, as if you want to see something positive in this. At least she didn't take the queen on d8, which would have been a little more unfortunate even than this. Okay, so queen blocks, gets away, so now we have two queens. We have two queens and 3 pawns against a queen, a rook, a bishop, and 4 pawns. Okay, now traded it. Rook comes behind the pawn. I mean, anybody's guess what's happening here, It's probably not... Is it even a win still? I don't know, probably not. Okay, so we attack. Pawn runs, so queen gets into slightly strange defensive position. But also, not entirely easy to say what to do. I think you should agree a draw here, girls. Just make a draw, Just make a draw. No need to not be friends anymore after this game. That would be really good if they managed to pull a draw out of this one. That would be quite good. Okay. And what's going on this board? Down there. Black has a bunch of pawns in the center for some reason. How did this happen? Oh, it was this weird opening. Yeah, I remember this. Okay. Yeah, I think white miscounted. And now black has... Oh boy. Oh, we didn't take it. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Okay. Now we have two connected passers. And protected below. No, I mean, black's dream is to just trade off everything. Pg6 go. Hasn't found it yet. Anyway, I'll have to go pee for a little second. You guys have fun without me, but not too much fun. So, oh, by the way, actually, of course, I'm going to put on Diana's game. Why didn't you guys remind me? Why didn't you remind me? Oh, she played a 4. Brilliant. She took her sweet time for it, though. She thought for 14 minutes or 16 minutes. I don't know. Too long, anyway. I'll be back. Alright, we're back. You haven't missed me too much. Okay, Lara's still thinking. I like to see that. Oh, I like how Diana's playing. I like how she's playing. Not gonna lie. So what's Lara gonna do? F4. It's a bit tough to meet, really. Oh, actually, I want to see Sterling and Stockton. How's that game going? Whoa! Wait a minute. Oh yeah, gotta wait a minute. Okay, King E4. Solid. Discover check, but leads to nothing much except if you move your... Where do you go? You just repeat. I guess always repeat, Always repeat. Not actually a repetition. What I was worried about was, can we advance the pawn somehow? And actually maybe not here, maybe here. Or maybe even better. No, this is actually good. It's a good square. I like the square. We also, of course, always have like... maybe... And I can set up some traps, I was thinking, but I can't really see too many. And if you push the pawn, what happens? Do you like come with the king, or do you check? Okay, let's always give a check. Always give a check. When in doubt, just give a check. Then where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Maybe we have to... Oh, maybe we can go here, and then we can threaten Perpetual like this. Okay. And can you defend it some way? No, because the bishop can't go to the diagonal. Draw! Draw! See? Draw! No worries. Can't do... Oh, well. No. Can't go here either. Can't go here. Bishop's hanging, you're gonna have to move it somehow. Where do you move it? Can't move it to the wrong place either. Oh, actually, this is fine. Is it fine? Is it fine? No, it's not fine. This is also a thing. So you need to... It's not actually that easy. What do you do? We can maybe protect the rook. And here we can't get forward either, can we? No. Okay, so this may be the way. The way of the world. We can even go here, maybe. Probably. We can go here and then be like, haha, you want to trick us, defend the thing, and also attack our queen? And then we're like, yes. No, not gonna happen. Okay, so maybe this is gonna end up in a draw. That would be great. I would love that so much if Hong Kong drew. That would be the best thing. That would be my late birthday present. Okay, so Yana still struggling on in her flamingo. I'd personally be scared of getting my bishop trapped, but maybe that's not a thing. Is it a thing? I don't know. It looks a bit awkward, but maybe it can't be attacked. You can always, like... Trisha is in another one of these maneuvery type of positions. Maybe someone should play something really open against her. She does play these slow things. She also plays the E3 Nimzo and that kind of stuff. So actually, that's how this game started. Anyway, Claire against Alice. I don't really know what's going on in this position, by the way. Like, could be equal, could be white being a bit better. Doesn't look so dreadful for black maybe anymore. But okay, let's see this one. Okay, so actually this variation happened that we looked at. King G2 and F6. Okay, F6 makes sense to me. Oh, I hear a pling. Thank you for following Surfing Mastering. Surfing Mastering. Mastering Surfing. Okay, welcome to the channel. Hope you are having a good time. This is usually Diana's channel. She is playing in the Irish Women's Championships right now. So we are rooting for her. She seems to be doing all right. Let's look at her. Oh, Lara made a move. Oh, really now? She took it. She took it. And as for the bucket, Lara took it. Hello, Goku. Hello, hello, hello. It's only been 2 hours, really? No, it can't have been. Really? It's only been 2 hours. Maybe the stream went down some time at the start. Maybe it has only been 2 hours and I'm just up. You know, weakling. Okay, Rook takes, played not quickly per se, but also not as slow as it could have been. We would have liked it to see it in less than, 3.5 minutes. Diana. Spending 4 minutes on Rook takes f4, maybe a little bit excessive. Just a tiny bit excessive, but on the bright side, on the up and up, I do like the position. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for following McDonald Attack. McDonald Attack. What's that? Is that an opening I should know, or is it just a person named McDonald attacking something? Feels like I've heard the term before, but maybe that's just me retroactively making it up. Okay, so Lara. Lara. What are you doing? Like, this bishop looks like this whole king side looks a bit dodgy for white. Looks a bit dodge. King's Gambit variation. Brilliant. That's the kind of chess we like. Okay, so as I was saying, looks a bit dodge. I don't know why I'm talking like a 15-year-old, don't ask. Bishop can maybe come out here at some point. Put more pressure on f2. Still don't like this whole setup here. Like, we really would love for a thingy, for our bishop to do something in this game at some point. I don't know what it's gonna do, maybe bishop e8 at some moment when it's not hanging anything. But what does white play? I don't even know. What does white play? Okay, knight takes c4. I mean, so far so obvious, but I don't actually love that so much because now, well, we could either trade, but then we're inviting the queen in, or we could play bishop c5 now. Or we can play bishop e8. No, maybe not, because there are thingies. Is that a problem? Well, not now, obviously. That's stupid. What? Okay, I even forget that the queen's there. I mean, it's not so simple. What do you do? Like, I don't really want to take, because it invites the queen to a very nice square. It's a nice square. So, and I'm afraid she's going to take it out of, like, you know, principle. Just take, because the knight's kind of weird there. But maybe this would be better. Because, like, if you get the queen here, it activates it so much, like, then your plan is going to be a little bit harder to execute. Yeah, Diana was not very happy about the bearings. That's a bit of an understatement. She was pissed about the pairings. I don't know why they got paired like that either. It's a bit strange. Like, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It's very frustrating for multiple reasons. It's the white-black thing that's annoying. It's the, like, yeah, I don't know. It's all a bit irritating. But okay, she could have just solved everything by just winning her game against Trisha, but... Oh, bishop c5 was played. Brilliant. Brilliant! We love that! Diana in the spirit of the position. And now it's a different story, because now here, and we can maybe do this, and now we have a threat. Although, you know, our thing is hanging, but maybe, you know, maybe. Okay, I like this. I like how she's playing. Some verve, some zest, some esprit, some gusto, you know. All the good words coming out. Okay, I like this. I like this. I like this. So what does white do? It's actually good because white really has some trouble finding moves. Okay, I mean, you could block this, I guess. You could block this whole thing. And then at some point you're going to get going with your queen. C7, E7, one of the two. F8 maybe. Reinforcing the threat. And now this is nice because now our knight is defending and it's not attacked itself, and it can't really be attacked very easily either. So now our queen's actually free. So actually queen can go wherever it wants. Doesn't have to defend d7, as far as I can tell. Oh, I love this position. I love it loads. So everybody send her energy. Gang, gang. Gang, get a gang, gang. Okay. I have to do the sign. Otherwise, you know, it doesn't work. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing that's weird. And not only that, not only did Alice get Claire, but also Stella, also on 2 points, got Tong Tong, which means that Stella, if she had won, which she was looking to do, would have been ahead of either Lara or Diana going into the final round, without having played any of the strong people. And if this had happened in the last round, because the pairings aren't dependent like on what round it is, then that would produce some really silly results. So I don't know, some strange pairings. Oh boy, what's happening? No, we had a draw earlier. Tong Tong, no. Tongsters, where's your queen going? You need to try to give some perpetual. But now there's no perpetual anymore, because the rook can always... Ah, well, not quite true, because the rook can't come back too easily, because here. So what's the story? Queen v8, king e7, queen v1, g6, and we can't go anywhere, can we? Yeah, but just a2. We're a bit slow. A bit slow! No! Also, this pawn is not doing us any favors. Like, look, if this pawn wasn't there, things would be so much simpler. let's say rook here. And then if this pawn wasn't there, we could like go here and repeat or something. But no, there's a pawn in the way. Stupid pawn. Did she put it there? When did she put it there? When did you put it there, Tom Tom? When did she put it there? Okay, she put it there a while ago. I'll forgive her. It's always been there. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, Tom Tom. You're off the hook. By the way, White had 2 queens at some point in this game, just for reference. Should get game of the tournament probably. Yeah, I think White should have repeated. Like, definitely going that way with the king seems wrong. I think we should just try to go back where we came from. And then the variation we had was this, and this was a draw. Oh no, actually the variation we had was here. If I could actually put anything on the board. No, it wasn't. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Patrick's just as invested in Slam Dunk games, although they're still yes. Well, I'm definitely invested. I'm invested in their friendship, you know. I don't want them to break up after a game of chess. Okay, what's this? So, H pawn started running. G pawn started running. It's a race of a different kind. Also, lots of pieces still on the board here. People don't like trading pawns. People sure don't like trading pawns in this tournament. It's a bit weird. Like we have all 8 pawns on the board move for both sides on move 23. And here in this game, we had all pawns on the board until move 25 when black captured. Rook d1. What's rook d1? That's a very strange move. Not only is the rook not doing anything there, it's also like completely blocking in your knight now. Now it can't go anywhere. Okay, so... But Alice also taking her sweet time about this. But okay, this looks bad now. I mean, it always looked bad, but this is really bad now. Like, if queen takes, then bishop d6, and like this, whoops, this looks like no fun. Oh. Yeah, this looks like no fun at all. Now the rook's gonna come in as well, maybe just castles. Yeah, this is no bueno. You turned the air blue. I don't know. That's a funny expression. Okay, this one looks like it's gone. Tong Tong still has a lot of time left, so she can... Oh, wait! Interesting. Wait, are you giving up your pawn cover here? Okay, there's a check we could give. And if takes here, then... maybe here and here? I don't know. We can hit the rook first. I mean, this is too complicated. Rook d3. Are we hanging anything? Oh yes, we are hanging something. Whoops. We are hanging something. Okay, bishop. No, but then we hang the pawn. What is this? What can we do here? Isn't this just winning the pawn back? Isn't this just winning the pawn? And then I say it should be a draw, but I said this plenty of times before. I have been saying this all the time. Okay, yeah, that's just a fork. That's just a forkity fork. Boom, boom. Rook can't cover the pawn. Because if the rook goes here, we have this, and now it's either a perpetual or white is winning. Probably the latter. I mean, yes, definitely white is winning. What am I talking about? Never mind. So why is my thing so laggy? Why is it so laggy? Okay, so that's really good. That's what we like to see. Come on, draw, please. Make a draw, girls. Anyway, I can't look. I can't watch. I can't watch. It's too exciting. Also, Diana's game. Can't click. It's too difficult. Okay, so Queen 2 F8 was played. Okay, I like it. Looks good to me. She's playing well. I like how she's playing. She's definitely playing with some pizzazz. Coming up with every new words. At some point you might have tactics, you know, like boom, boom. Not yet though. Not yet. But it's very difficult for white to move. It's very difficult, like your knights don't have any squares. Like, they're completely shut out. What do you mean Queen f8 was not a good move? Well, what are you talking about? Computer wanted Queen e7. I don't know. I mean, computer can want a lot of things. That doesn't mean it's a bad move. But what does white do here? Don't see... Like, the pieces are just so awkward. Like, these knights are just so awkward. The bishop's terrible. The rook, okay. The rook has an open file. That's it. That's all she has going for her. Now we can even, you know, do this kind of thing. Now the bishop's protected again. Then we can bring the knight in eventually, or the bishop, or bishop. I don't know what exactly do we want to do with the bishop. Still a little bit up in the air. I mean, I don't doubt that he can read computer moves, but I'm just saying, like, what's the problem with Queen f8? I don't see any problem with it. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. And white will have to come up with a move. And she's been thinking for 5 minutes, and I have not. I mean, okay, but you can triple on the F rank. It just takes a little bit longer. I mean, you can do this, and you're a bit quicker with the rooks, but if you want to triple up, it's the same speed. And I don't really see how it's better. Like, what does white do? Is the main question still. Waiting for an answer. What does white do? Okay, nice. G4 was played. I mean, interesting. So she's trying to come in here. But the knight's really dancing on a knife's edge here. Maybe we can play here somewhere, and then here, and then we can go here and kick the knight away. And now I guess that doesn't work because it's attacked twice. Oh, it does, because the knight is pinned. Is it? I mean, rook takes, that's gonna be a killer. Okay, so what do we do to... I think we don't need to be afraid. We can just let it get there. Like, our rook can't be attacked here. It's like super solid. And the knight, it looks a bit annoying, but I think one thing we don't want to do is kick it out with the bishop, because that's gonna be a problem. So maybe opening up the square for the knight would be an idea. Otherwise, oh no, we can't go there because that hangs a queen. Oops, let's not do that. Not go to f7. She's running a little bit low on time, so we would love to have that fixed. It's a bit annoying that you can't go to f7 now. What about h5? No, that's just a fork. That doesn't work. What about... Well, you could play king h8. It looks a bit silly. But if you play king h8, the next move you could play knight to queen to f7. But actually, I mean, if the knight's on f6, what is it even good for? Not so sure. Queen g7. I mean, okay, that's also a move, yeah. But it doesn't really help, because it's not actually attacking this. But okay, it's an idea, and yeah, I don't really see what it does though. I prefer moving the bishop, I think. Maybe I prefer moving the bishop. And then knight f6. And go to the corner. If I can, thank you. I go to the corner. My goodness, I'm sorry guys about this lag. I hope my audio and camera isn't stuttering. I just can't move. Just can't move anything. Just can't move anything. Hello? Hello? Sorry, it won't me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and then I don't know what white does now. Again, kind of out of moves. Same problem as before. And then eventually you're gonna play this, maybe. Or here. Well, the thing is, I think you could play here, because I don't think, let's just put some move, like, I don't know, some random move. Rook c1 or something, doesn't really matter. Well, what if we play here then? Knight takes c7. Rook takes. Maybe not rook takes. Oh no, definitely not rook takes, we're hanging out queen. Oops. No, okay, but what if they play here? Here. Can we sacrifice? Maybe not. Because our queen's hanging. Queen can take. Not working, as far as I can tell. Oh, but actually, wait, that doesn't work because it's not defended. What am I talking about? You are coming with a threat here. You need to defend it, like rook f1. And now 97. If I could move. Sorry. Lara's played rook f4. Oh wait. Okay. But what did Diana play? I didn't even see what Diana played. Okay. I'm too much analyzing, too little doodly doing. Oh, king h8. Nice. Okay, rook f1. Okay, now we need to, like, well, we don't need to, but now it's really time to move our bishop, right? Like, it's really just about time. It's just about bishop move o'clock. And then we can go here, and we can go here. And it's going to be fantastic. If she doesn't pay attention. Like, actually, bishop e8 comes with a big threat now. Bishop e8 comes with a threat now of bishop h5, which is going to be, like, very annoying. Because you don't really want to lose that knight against this shitty bishop. Shitty bishops are shitty, so you don't want to have them traded. Anyway, oops, wrong one. Let's try and look at some other games again. Actually, I want to go to Stella's game. Stella and Tong. Yes! Draw! Maybe? I don't see anything here anymore. The pawn's gone. Yes. Come on, girls. Just agree to draw. What are you doing? What you doing? My goodness. Can you stop fighting? I don't even know what's happening here. I would hate for one of them to lose this. Hate it. Black's like, I still got 2 more pawns. Still got pawns a going. Okay, but like, okay, we took a pawn. No more pawns. Don't hang your queen, Tom. Don't hang your queen. I dare you. They should play on with queen versus rook and bishop for the lulz. Go cool. There's no lulz in this game. This is serious business. Why aren't they just agreeing a draw? What is happening here? Better not play king d3, Tong. Better not. You better not even think about it. You best not play king d3. She still has so much time. She still has an hour. She still has an hour on the clock. My goodness. My goodness, Tongsters. Okay, Alice. Okay, I mean, this looks, yeah. Okay, she didn't take c4. I mean, desperation. Alice ignores it. Castles. Yeah, I mean, okay. And now we also lost a piece on top of everything else. Yeah, I mean, okay. This game is pretty over. This game, on the other hand, far from over. Finally, we got our first... Wait, no, we didn't. Here we got our first pawn trade. Move 26. That's pretty crazy that we have... It is too much for my heart. It is too much for my heart. Well, Diana's game, you know, I have faith in her. Also, let's go there again. Come on, Diana, play quickly. What are you waiting for? Use your bishop, please. What are you thinking about? This is like the easiest move of the game so far. Come on. Okay, see you later, Goku. I hope so as well. And then we're gonna have another top match. A top match in the final round. Then she's gonna play either Alice or Joanna. Both of them are black. Oops. Both of them are black this round, I believe. Yeah, Joanna, Alice, and Diana all black. So if they if they play against each other, so one of them has to get black. Or if they if Joanna loses and Diana wins. What, Diana? What is this move? Come on. What is Queen of 7? Why don't you want to use your bishop? Why don't you want to use your bishop there? Come on, Mercy. I mean, okay, we're tripling, but I don't like this plan so much anymore. Now that the knight's on a good square. Also, like, the queen surely doesn't belong on f7 of all things now, because now the bishop can never go to h5. Not convinced by that move. Not at all convinced. But okay. Let's see where it leads us. I'm gonna have to do some eating, by the way. I haven't eaten today. I'm really quite hungry. I'm gonna starve in front of your eyes if I don't get some food in me. Not a big fan of that move at all, for the record, so let's see. I hope she proves me wrong. Back to start on top. There we go. You know, I would offer a draw here with black because I'd be like, I'm gonna lose some of my pieces. Not against Stella or Gongtong, but against your average GM. Not that they would take it. Against a patcher like myself. Oh, Lara played a move, okay. Let's see. King h1. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, like, White really doesn't have moves. White really doesn't have much to do. So now, are we gonna blast this thing? Now that we got the queen out of the way, now we might have a new plan of like here and here. And I mean, if the queen, if the knight comes here, we can maybe now give up this diagonal because the king's not on, the pawn's not pinned anymore. So maybe h5 makes sense now. Also, there's no rook on d1 anymore, so it doesn't even come with tempo. Like with any sort of threat of tempo even. You know, all this time I was like, please activate your pieces. Please move this bishop. But now, how do you even do it anymore? It looks a bit difficult. So maybe now you have to go for like h5 or something. Because your other pieces are shitty. They're shitty. The knight is shitty. The bishop is shitty. But luckily, this knight's even worse. This bishop's also not good. So we're fine. Probably still in the driver's seat. Our bishop is really, really nice at c5 still. But if we have to trade it for the knight, so be it. But I really would have wanted her to play bishop e8. But also, I need her to play more quickly. Okay, bishop rook f8. Fine. Fine. Okay. Not my favorite move because, like, she can always play f3 now. Looks silly, but at least you're not losing the pawn. So f3 and then h5 and knight e3. Well, knight e2 and knight f2. I mean. But that's maybe annoying because now if you play f3, now suddenly after h5, let's say, if you come back, I mean, you could also jump in forward, I suppose. But that seems a bit loose. Anyway, h5, knight f2, and now you're going to get a better square, where it's actually doing something. So you have to move some of your pieces preemptively. I don't know. I feel like we're letting it slip a little bit. But maybe, I mean, this still looks really scary for Lara. And if we play quickly, defending is not really very easy when you have this little time, so. Okay, f3, sure. The thing is, like, they have very little time left, but this position, there's like lots of life in this. It's not like this is gonna end, like, unless someone loses something immediately. This is not like gonna just end. There's still a lot of, like, it's not some position where at some point loads of things are just gonna get traded off really quickly. Okay, anyway, sorry, my nose is being very annoying. Okay, Tom, I don't like where this is going. Why is this pawn coming so far up the board? Where's this pawn going? Can you stop it? And by can you stop it, I mean, can you stop letting the pawn advance so far, please? I don't know what they're doing. Like, they're not strangers to offering draws. They're not strangers to offering draws. And this one it has been a draw multiple times. But they're really fighting it out mercilessly. Maybe that's where Aldiana's clock went as well. I'm just looking at Salam Tomtom's board. Okay, I mean, this looks like a mess as well. No idea what's going on here. I don't want to figure it out either. Okay, my computer is struggling mightily. I'm seeing like 12 FPS, 3 FPS, 20 FPS. It's probably not such a good sign. But I hope you guys can all see me okay. Okay, but Alice now, she's just up. Wait, that's another rook you could take. I mean, she's up material, lots of material, and more is coming. So this game is over. Hey, Lara against Diana. Diana, move! What the hell are you doing? Oh my goodness. She is really taking her sweet time. My goodness. Okay, bishop e8 now. Better late than never, maybe. Maybe better late than never. Now queen e7, bishop h5 is an idea. Probably the main idea, I would guess. Or maybe queen g7 instead. But now, of course, it doesn't really come with nearly as much force because there didn't used to be a pawn in f3. So if you remember back here when we first wanted her to play bishop e8, this comes with somewhat more force when it's going to pin the knight to the queen. And actually, you're going to have to, like, well, if you play this, then king h8, and, you know, you're going to get kicked out eventually. But it's already sort of an achievement. Could also now play h5 at some moment, but okay, not how the game went. Queen c2 played quickly. Laura's like blitzing now. Wait, why does Diana have 5 minutes? Didn't she just have 2 minutes 5 seconds ago? Were the clocks wrong, or I'm confused? But that's good. Just more time. Okay, queen e7 now, probably the idea. Not only is it in line with what we wanted to do anyway with bringing the bishop out, but also it protects this bishop here, so prevents any useful discoveries. Queen might aim to come to b3. Then, yeah, it's still fine. Queen is nicely defending everything on e7. But this does not look as convincing anymore as it did earlier. Am I living in Ireland? No, I am living in Germany. /Shibam007 in Germany. Okay, Diana, move, please. Move, please. Move, please, quickly. There's lots of moves to play, I don't know. They're really taking their time. Oh, they drew! Yes, thank goodness. Thank God they drew. Let's see. Do you have a repetition, or was it just... Well, okay, they agreed to a draw here. Finally, that's good. Yeah, Alice won, not too surprising. I mean, everything was completely falling apart for her opponent. Like bishop take, rook takes check, and then like the rook's falling next move. Yeah, I mean, this game was over for a long time. Trisha, I really don't know about this position. It's a bit all over the place. But like, white has some ideas with rook e1 and trying to make something happen. Eventually, maybe. Also, this pawn is a bit awkward. Like, black's pieces in general are a bit awkward. All a bit locked in. If we take here, then we're gonna lose this pawn eventually, but maybe it's okay. Dark Poison, thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. Well, yes, Dirkie, it is round 4, but I accidentally, or not accidentally, but my computer shut down yesterday, and so I got locked out of Diana's Twitch. Now I can't change the title anymore, and she has two-factor authentication on her phone, so she can't log in while she's playing. So, yeah. Okay, so she didn't play Queen E7. It's a bit strange. Wait, what? Didn't you see the tactic? What's that? What? I'm confused. I mean, I guess her idea is... No, but you can't do it, can you? Take here. Take here. Okay. She's given up in exchange. It's her signature move. Oh man. Yeah, I'm lagging. Sorry. I don't know. My PC is dying a little bit. Hello, Sazi Aldana or AI Dana. It's close to dinner time now. For who? Where are you at? What do you mean it's close to dinner time? It's 2 p.m. Okay, so I imagine we play queen takes. Oh man. I don't know about this. Maybe it's not so bad. We have a stable construction, and Lara's still like gonna need some put in some effort to clean up her king side. The problem is that like this bishop's very good at defending, so we that comes back. And now do we take so we can open up our knight? Rook takes maybe. We might get pinned, but maybe it's not such a big problem. Okay. I don't know, like this is still a bit of a mess. Up in the air, but a bit weird that Diana played into this. Like Queen E7 seemed very straightforward. I guess maybe she missed the tactic, I don't know. It could be something she does willingly, like she does this sort of stuff. The problem is we can't take with the queen on e4. Protect a5 because queen c3. Bit annoying. But our bishop's now like aiming into thin air a little bit. And the knight's gonna probably become a decent defender on d3. And then can even come to c5. So probably don't want to allow that. Probably want to snap it off. Other moves? h4, I guess. And then bring the bishop to h5. Or we can try like something like this, I don't know. Feeling a bit anxious here. It looked so good, like the position looked so good earlier. I don't know. Oh wow, what? Bishop a7. Oh man. But this is problematic, isn't it? Because queen b3 and knight c5, I guess, defense. Barely. Yeah, knight d3, yeah, exactly. That's also something we didn't want to allow. Queen h4, maybe. Queen e3. Oh man. Like if we get our pieces on good squares, then we're gonna like be back in business. But like white's pieces are still awkward. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. This looked so good. Okay, we're down in exchange. But we still have maybe some attack. Maybe. The problem is with the queen on h4, like it's not exactly clear where it's going. Maybe knight c5 next. Okay, queen b3 now, so knight c5, bishop c5, and then she takes one of the pawns. But okay, we want to get rid of that knight. Kind of have to. But yeah, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great for sure. Yana's thinking. Oh man. Oh man, this is so bad. Can't believe we're maybe not winning another completely winning game. Oh man. Wait, let me see something real quick. I can't, never mind. Lag. Okay, so Yana against Trisha. Still kind of a chaotic position. But this is the kind of position that might result in like mass simplifications. So that's something that might happen where you just trade everything on the F file and then I don't know if it's like an endgame. I mean endgame black might be in trouble, so maybe that won't happen actually. Okay, back to Diana's game. Okay, so knight c5 was played, bishop takes. And okay, we're coming in. I mean, we're definitely getting a bit of an attack here, but how do we defend? Okay, this doesn't seem so good because our h-pawn is defended, so we can play queen f4. Definitely don't want to take trade queens, right? Looks like a last endgame. Yeah, okay. Now queen g3. I don't know, maybe we're gonna get chased out. No, man, this is not so nice. Okay, maybe reroute the bishop. Oops, back to here. Apart from that, yeah, okay, she plays it, good. I like it. Although, I mean, of course, the queen, I mean, if the queen stays there for the rest of the game, then we might have some chances. But eventually, she's gonna defend some different way. But it's not that easy. Oh man, it's a tough game. Okay, so that was the idea Laura had, to take away square. Know how well it works. What's the idea now? Bishop e5 is coming. wish we had a use for this silly bishop on e8. Like, it's been completely useless all day. It wouldn't have been useless. We had a couple of moves where we had the time to play bishop e8 and bishop h5. It's such a oh man, this is such a Diana game. Like, get a strange position out of the opening, then fight your way back in the middle game, get into a great position, and then get in time trouble and like, oi, 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 oi. We don't like it. Come on, Lara, mess it up, please. That's bullshit. Anyway, that's bull. Could take on b2. And then hope they get greedy. Nah, can't even see if it works. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Didn't even think of taking on b2. I understand why, but might have been worth it. Okay, like we want to get our bishop out. Like I want it on the square. We're gonna have to maybe move a pawn at some point, or we're gonna bring it here, but there it's kind of useless. So we're gonna have to move some pawns. Either the h pawn, or we don't want to move the h pawn, because then we can't move the g pawn anymore. So also rook g8 is an idea. c5 is an idea probably, to prevent any silliness from white. And then also we have the d4 anchor square. And then if we win a couple of pawns, we might even have an endgame we could hold. But okay, Diana goes for something else. Rook g8 seems, you know, logical enough. Problem is, I'm not sure you can really make too many mistakes here as white. Like, the threats are so weak, unfortunately. Maybe it would have been an idea to do c5 and then rook g8. Like c5, bishop c6, and then this idea. But we get a couple of moves for free, then it might still not be good, but you know, at least a little bit of a threat, like undermining the defense of this pawn and getting on this diagonal. Well, this diagonal. Okay, let's quickly check over. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, c5, go, come on. Gotta use it at some point. Now it's also useful to support bishop d4. I don't think she sees the c5 idea. I think she would have played that. This is like, you really, really, really want to activate your last piece. Like, you're down in exchange, but also playing down a piece, basically. Yeah, she's quite low on time. Playing quickly would be like, you know, playing quickly to keep the pressure on Lara. She also doesn't have that much time, so that's the upside. Oh, phew. What is that move? Not sure about that one. I guess we're overprotecting d8, opening up the e5 square for the queen. But, I mean, the queen does a fine job of defending h2. You really want to get on the diagonal. Come on. Come on. Diana, come on. c5, 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 c5. The problem is you can't even... Well, actually you can't. Never mind. Okay. You can't play queen... can't play queen f4, but you could play queen e5 because queen g3 or queen g7. Okay. Prevented that for us. Good. Okay, c5, come on. Oh boy. Queen h6. Kind of abandoning ship here. Okay, so maybe we have some ideas of g for now, but we don't really have any. I mean, if the file opens, maybe she forgets that the h2 pawn is attacked and moves her queen. It's an idea. It's an idea. g4. If it was black's move, g4, f takes, h takes, bishop takes, rook takes, queen takes, checkmate. There we go. So I'm too lazy to put it on the board. But what I was saying was here, 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 and we're fine. We're godlike. But unfortunately, none of this has to happen. So, but we put it on the board to manifest it, you know? It's manifestation at its finest. E3 is such a weird move. It's like, well, I'll make a move. Still c5, maybe? I don't know. You always prep it. Prep the g4 at the right moment when she's not looking, when she's not paying attention. Keep it in your back pocket for a little while. I still really want her to play c5. Where's the slick? I don't know. Maybe she's gonna push some pawns. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be tough to do anything here, really. Like, the bishop is so nice here, defending e4. That means there are not really that many ideas anymore on this diagonal. Okay, so queen to f6. I think we're just making moves at this point. Okay, queen e4, f5, e5. Maybe, I mean, just making moves at this point, but gotta make them more quickly. Come on, Merzamanino. The moves don't matter. Moves don't matter. Moves don't matter. Oh boy. Okay. Now we're technically dropping a pawn on a5. Interesting. Maybe we wait for it, then we play g4 and hope that it works out for us. Okay, I don't know why we don't go to h6 again. At least now we would have had a thread. Can't really unable to talk today. Okay, so queen h6, then we would have had like this kind of idea at least again. Queen g7 instead. Okay, Lara is also getting down on time, so you know there's our last hope coming in. Maybe she forgets about the clock. Oh boy, okay. Maybe bishop f4 or I don't know. The queen is awkward there. I don't know why Lara put her queen there. It seems a bit strange. Strange choice. Okay, h4. Sure, let's go. Why not? You know, you might as well just hang something at this point. You might as well be like, she does this to me in Over the Board Blitz because I don't see the board in Over the Board Blitz. Like, I really struggle seeing the board when I play quick chess over the board because I'm so used to online. Like, stuff that wouldn't ever work online. She just like puts her queen on pre, and then I'm like, okay, I'll make a move, and then she takes my queen. I'm like, what? That's stupid. Okay, queen takes a5. So the queen's going off on a run somewhere. We're bringing our bishop in. Bishop in. I can't talk. I don't know why. Okay, so bishop g4, I suppose. And then... Oh, but we can't even play bishop. Not sure if I would personally go pawn grabbing here as well, but I guess I can. She thinks she's Karana or something, just grabbing all the pawns. Hey Halvard, yeah. She was doing really well earlier. She was winning, and I think at least she was winning. But no, this looks a bit dire, a bit grim. But okay, Lara's gonna mess it up. We believe gang. Lara's gang and mess it up. Gonna mess it up. Okay, bishop g4. Don't want to. I mean, don't want to have a pawn or a rook on g4 really. We have only dark square attackers. It's going to make things a little bit difficult. You know, I would play queen c7 and hope that she doesn't remember that her queen's on a5. That's what I'd do. Might play like rook g2. Who knows? Okay, bishop d7 is too obvious. Yeah, too obvious. Too obviamente. Okay, so idea being okay. Idea being if she takes the bishop, then we take her queen. So that's the big threat, but she didn't fall for it. Very unfortunate. Could have worked. Okay, queen b2, go. Try it again. Why not? I mean, I guess you're actually losing a piece then. So maybe not. Maybe don't do it. Okay, we're chasing the queen out. Queen of 8 was probably winning in the end. Okay. Cute. Yeah, okay. Guess we have to take the queen or something. Ah, well. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Oh, we had such a good position again. God damn it. Gosh darn it. You know, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Well, do the Irish women play cricket too? Well, I wouldn't know about that. Okay, so what we need to happen now is for Lara to hang her rook. That's what we need. That is what we need. Maybe we just play. Well, that doesn't even help. Doesn't even help. Yeah. Well, what's up is that the position is looking grim. Grim, Dark Poison. Grim. I'm telling you. Very grim. Oh my god, that's so sad. Keep a lookout, yes. You should keep a lookout. Those Irish cricketers. This is a hard one. She was playing so well. It's always when she gets like a winning position, and then it suddenly falls apart. It's really a mental thing. It's really just a mental thing for her. Like, she was playing so nicely. And then as soon as she has her winning position, it's like, blah, 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 blah. Oh goodness, my computer. Stay alive, computer, stay alive. What the hell is it doing? Well, I don't think winning is so much the consideration here. I think drawing would be a glorious result. Oh man, that's just really unfortunate. Okay, this is like the new course, winning one positions. Yeah, computer is about to explode. Jesus. It's never been like this. I don't know what's different. Mute the sound. If you were wondering about the fan sounds, the fan sounds were just briefly flaring up, but they were quite loud, so you might have heard them. Well, what are you on about, Dark Poison? What are you talking about? Oh, man. That's really, really sad. That's really sad. Did you know that? Did you know that that's really sad? If not, I'm telling you now. It's really, really sad. Like, if we look back, no, not here. It's already gone. Like, if we look back here, it was looking so good. Like, bishop e8 a couple of times there. It's a killer blow, really. Bishop e8 comes with a threat. You have to do something about it. Otherwise, you're gonna get pinned to your queen in an unpleasant fashion. Not the good kind. And I don't know, if you do something, then you can just go 97 and 97, bishop d7, and now you can go back to that same idea. And like, this knight was the whole defense, basically. It was the whole defense. Still not so easy, but yeah. Anyway, let's see how the game is going. Did you hang a rook yet? Not quite, okay. Still time, still plenty of time. Okay, I guess bishop f3. h3. Trickiness. How about that one? That would be cute, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be nice? Come on. H3 for the last glory. Well, not last, but let's say. No, it's not winning. You can just get to F2. But, you know. A man can dream. Dreaming and dreaming. Dreaming and hoping. Hoping and moping. We got a pass pawn. For all the good it'll do us. Yeah, well. I know. Mess her up, Diana. Mess her up. Mess her up. Okay, she didn't play H3. That's a bit disappointing. The hope variation, exactly. That is the hope variation. This is the less hope variation, but still H3. Still H3, come on. Come on, give yourself a chance. I mean, I guess technically you could also... Okay. I don't know what that does. Ah, this is just tilt. Nah, man. That's sad. That's really sad. She was doing so well. She was doing so well, and then all went to sugar. Oh, well, it better not be too much tiredness because they're playing another game. Well, I guess Diana's game doesn't really matter so much. She's probably gonna play against Tom or Stella, which is frustrating. Actually, she's probably gonna play against. She's gonna play against Stella, isn't she? Because Stella's gonna be in 2.5 points. She's gonna play down. She's gonna play down against Diana. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, well, what happened here? Don't ask, oh cool, don't ask. Oh man. Disaster. Disaster happened. Yes, chase the rook. Go, Diana, chase the rook. Well. I'm so sad. Cool, I'm so sad. Wait, the race is over. That was a quick race. What kind of race were we racing? Yes, everybody, don't forget to follow. Diana's going to be mad at me if we don't get to 5,900. I mean, it wasn't really so much trapped. It was more like... It was more like that she... I mean, later it was, but I think here, like, she could have just activated her... Like here, for example, boom, boom. Now she's playing, it was kind of trappy. And now you could still go queen e7 to protect the bishop and let your rook out. Yeah, but after that one... Yeah. After that, it went kind of downhill, and I guess Diana resigned. Oh man, that's so So sad. That's so tragic. Okay, I'm gonna pause the stream. I'll see you guys later for the second round, probably. Otherwise, I will, yeah, see y'all.